All right, my fault. I mean, I'm telling you, I've been trying to do this video like for like the past hour and just so many obstacles and just, yeah. So I'm telling you, it's something about the message. And sometimes I'm just thinking like, what is it really? Like did something shift or change and this is why I'm doing this? Is this something that I probably should leave alone? I never really know, but the energy is there. Sometimes it's just like gambling, I guess. It's not fun to actually do these kind of things. All right. So again, anyway, so it's saying they had long, their hair was long like women, and their teeth were those of lions, right? They wore breastplates and seemed to be of iron, and their wings roared like an army of chariots rushing into battle. They had stinging tails like scorpions, and their power to hurt, given to them for 5 months, was in their tails. Okay, their king is the prince of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon. Now we did something on Apollyon, Abaddon. Yeah, I think we talked about that energy there. Something about this dual nature of something that has to do with the lineage of Drumpf and the Biden energy. Just what I'm saying, and I did the video a while back, but it should still be up on the channel. Um, but anyways, sometimes I look at Abaddon as a kind of cleansing or some type of energy, even though it's if you people just already insinuate that it's evil, but after really looking into the storyline, I don't know what I see there, right? It's a kind of like a measure of good and evil, but maybe more negative is outweighing the energy. But then again, to who, right? So again, right? So again, this makes me think about again some people that are like even the what do you call it? It's giving me Taliban energy, right? Militia energy. Um, even stingers in their tails. I'm thinking about like something of like somebody having something like at their tail end, right? The tail end of things. But then also it's making me think about something else. Mm, okay. Again, we get down to the nitty gritty here. There ain't no shame in the game. All right. Their king is the prince of the bottomless pit, whose Hebrew name is Abaddon. So again, it's talking about this is Hebrew energy. So I'm just wondering if we're dealing with the good and bad. Is Adonai the good part of that God energy, and then Abaddon, the negative part. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding, right? So again, it's something like there's something here trying to navigate and show me, because like I told you before when we did the four coat of arms, right? And then I just told you I saw the four standing in front of it's saying standing in front of me, but then we were talking about the four horsemen in the apocalypse, and how I was telling you that when we did that video about the four coat of arms, the cross and the others. But I feel like there is a mystery energy there. And I think it has something to do with this King of Pentacles, right? All right. So again, even if we look, these remind me of teeth, the teeth of a coat of arms. Okay. I've been peeling at my nails, y'all. That's what happens when it takes me too long to go back. Right. So again, this looks like one of the breastplates or one of the things that goes on the coat of arms. Okay. And again, those are teeth. To me, they symbolize teeth. I don't even know if that's even what they mean if you go back to, breaking down the coat of arms. But again, we have this, I wouldn't call it the saddle, but it's some kind of belted kind of thing that's on the back of this horse. And it's on the tail end of the horse. And also, look at that. It has it's kind of like a this is kind of like a stinger or something. It looks like something like a stinger or something here. But okay, let's wonder about this, right? Because I had been sitting there getting a revelation yesterday about feminine energy, okay? Whether it's feminine energy, androgynous energy, whatever energy, I just said that that's what I was getting a whole sense of that. And when we're talking about the four rivers, I saw four individuals, okay, when it comes to the earth or the below energy, right? And then I saw at least three possibly four energies or entities in the heavens or as above, right? Feminine energies that I feel when we're talking about the river being split, right? Because it's going to be that way, above and below. And since we're talking about this, wait a minute, hold on. I'm going back right here to the Living Bible with the Revelations 8 and 11. Let's see. Third of the fish were killed. The angel blew, and the flaming star fell from heaven upon the third of the river and the springs. The star was called bitterness because it's poisoned a third of all the water in the earth, and many people died. I don't know. I was just thinking about Michigan and the water crises and wondering, we got all this money to spend on whatever else, but I was wondering if the water is still that way there. But anyways, this probably don't have nothing to do with this. I just wanted to see about that star called bitterness, right? Okay, because it poisoned a third of the waters. And did it poison or did it enlighten? Again, so this is the thing that something just made me say that. Again, who knows? It could be poisoning, right? But again, that star energy is gravitating towards me really right now because, like even this star here, right? It's held in the hand of God. This is a pristine, this is a choicest energy here, okay? So again, it made me think about just the whole thing with the ancestors, right? And also the star that was on the dog symbol that was trapped in the bottom of that image. So again, we're talking definitely about things that have to do with lineage. But again, like I said, this makes me think about, again, some of these special visas that some of these people that are coming into the land may carry. And I'm wondering what they're able to do with them. Okay, because these cards have been sitting here, except for these up here that I'm going to show you last. These cards have been sitting here for like 2 days. They just been sitting here and they just been on my mind. And so again, I was wondering what we're talking about. And I think now we see, okay. We're going to see what this writing in Revelations. So again, we have the King of Pentacles, right? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? Okay. And, like I said, because I tried to do this video a couple times, I don't remember what I already said, but excuse me. This is this is a very abundant image, and like I said, I'm going to probably go upstairs and get the booklet for the cards. I did leave it. And right now we're just going straight off of visuals. We're just going straight off of visuals, not even what the cards mean, because I think sometimes that's how I read. It's about, I don't know, like scrying is just a way of just seeing or whatever. I don't know, interpreting or whatever. Okay, but there's a lot going on here. Okay, but again, I'm getting Esther or Astara or Astarte energy here. What else? There was something else about Esther, I think, that came up actually when we were talking about Saturn. And I think that was a part that I didn't bring up into the video. Because, it said that Venus was his wife, and then it made me think about the whole the video that we did about the mounting energy of, Venus or whatever. And I believe I heard recently that we're in some type of retrograde or some time, because again, I don't specialize in that. When I hear certain things, it just pick up on me, and it strikes a bell, right? It strikes some kind of alarm or something, right? Even if it's just that part of a video, right? But I think that this is the last day that she said that we will be in this energy with Saturn and I can't remember what else it was, Saturn and something. So again, like I said, it's just I'm just feeling and sensing a lot of that energy. Yeah, but this is making me think about, like I said, abundance in Easter, or just like fertility. I think there's a little hair right here in the corner here. And I know that when we were looking up that stuff about Saturn the other day, that something about Astarte, I don't know if it was there was something about it that had something to do with that. All right. So this made me think about, again, masculine and feminine. You know what I'm saying? Because these two came out and almost like they're equal, like some kind of twin relationship, right? Okay. Yeah, some kind of twin type of companion, something. Okay. And he's very fruitful. It's giving me Adam energy here. Okay, fruitful and multiply, right? But she's like in this red here, this scarlet red, right? Because I was also looking, we pulled the world card too, and I was also looking at this image when it said something about Queen of Sheba. She tied the scarlet letter, the scarlet scarf or something like that, and told, somebody to come, and I'm just wondering what that really, symbolizes here. Because we do see that here when it comes to the image here of this man here, that you see the breath, right? You see this here, how this whirlwind kind of energy right here is going right into that. And something about the bunching of this wreath here is different here. It looked like it's been compromised or repaired or something. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. All right. Where again, it doesn't really look like that when it pertains to any of these other ones. Well, okay, maybe this beast here. It seems like almost the same. Let's see. Yeah, it seemed like, again, with the lion, right? Because I just looked at the strength card as well, right? All right. So again, it made me think about the two wands in Ephraim or Jacob. I just don't know what I'm 100% getting here. But again, it seems like, again, right here, something could have been compromised or repaired here. Something is altered here. Okay. All right. And not so much with the hawk, possibly, right? Possibly right here. Okay. But I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think it's not as prominent as it is, like I said, with the right here with the bull, which makes me think about Taurus, right? But we do see the hair, right? Their hair was long, right? Now we do see that this hair is also kind of sticking into, it's kind of like hair, kind of remind me of the same thing. Is kind of in the inside of that circle. Do you see that? That's kind of strange because nothing else, no, none of the other ones penetrate that there. So again, you have that. All right. Yeah, very something, right? We also pulled, and these two kind of were pulled like around the same time I laid them with each other. Right. So again, this makes me think about a cup overflowing or abundance. Also your crown or corona. Also just like that. When we did in the video about Venus, and I think it was something else that we were talking about in that video about excuse me, the cup running over, and how that could be representing something that's going on with like some kind of anointing, right? Or some kind of something, right? The cup being filled, right? We have a sign of this dove here, with the cross, and again, it's like this token or whatever that is that the cross is putting there. I mean, I'm wondering if there's a W or an M that's upside down. Or is it any of the two? It looks like some kind of pyramid in between two, like Roman numeral, like I or something. But again, coming in the clouds, I'm getting that kind of energy here. Okay. So again, these two were pulled dang near to each other, and she's kind of like a damsel in distress in a sense. And then, so this could be some kind of revelation itself with that cup overflowing like that. Some kind of abundance in information or energy. Okay. And then we have the Two of Cups, I believe, and the Three of Cups. I believe that's what these are. Right? So it's made me think about, going from two to now there being three. Well, I don't know exactly. Yeah, but it seemed like something that started with two and now it's turned to three. But you do have this lion here, you know what I'm saying? And his wings are, stretched out. It seems like she is trying to offer him something. I was just reading about the poor woman and then the 7 brothers and the woman also. In Mark, I don't know, but it's almost like, but I told y'all, it's for some reason, this energy here to the left looks very feminine to me, look busty, you know what I'm saying? And this is the image, this person has the short skirt on, you know what I'm saying? And the other person has the long dress on or whatever with the red shoes or whatever. And I know we just did that video on red shoe. I'm sorry, y'all, but it is something. Okay? Something is going on with my skin. And it's just really irritating me. It's just funny when you start realizing or recognizing projected energy. So again, this reminds me of the caduce here, or some kind of change or swapping of some kind of energy or something. Like I said, you got this makes me think about a fire energy or a fire sign, you know, a ferocious beast or lion. Okay. All right. And I think that was, oh yeah. And then the 3 of cups, like I said, this makes me think about, you know, they're drinking and look like they're drinking and being merry, actually. Okay. We do have a pumpkin here. So it's funny. We keep talking about the hunt for red October. The grapes, you know, usually represent abundance. Something about being fruitful here. You know, like I said, I don't know. This is giving me some energy as if something is something. And this energy here, you know, because look, okay, because even this is giving me like this night energy where, like I said, it looks like this person, look at the red river kind of energy going on below. Excuse me, but it's almost like a dark night, but almost youthful as well. Okay, very youthful, right? Okay. Am I even, why was this making me think of, you know, the stories in the Bible of like people being of a certain age or whatever, and you know, God or the Lord, okay, blessing them with children. So it almost makes me think about like the 2 turning to 2 and 2 or 3. Like, I don't know, but you know, like, it's almost, because listen, I'm just telling you with downloads and information and flashes. And again, I want to give gratitude to anyone that does any type of spiritual work to help people, because nobody knows how much it means to people to have insight on things that most people in this worldly realm don't. You can feel, you know, isolated, you can feel alone, you can feel some kind of way, and you never know. It may be one thing that you say, maybe one thing in a song even, right? One thing in anything that is like, that's, I told y'all, I don't like people trying to put restrictions on what I'm doing. I don't care if it's something in here. If it don't make no sense, it don't make no sense to me. So again, people don't like the way I do what I do, but it just is what it is, okay? And the whole universe, that's why I'm saying that whole abundant energy of Esther or Astarte or Astara has to do with the world at your fingertips, actually. You know, actually, she can giveth and taketh away. Now, that doesn't mean that we're worshiping anyone as an idol. This means that we all go to school. You go to church, right? And you're in a religious setting and things like this, but you also go to school and you learn about these particular things. So is that worshiping? So then all of us are actually guilty of worshiping another God if just learning about something in school, you know what I'm saying, is going to get, right? But I do, again, it's just something that happened to me or happens with me that I can channel or pull, or energy is just given to me. In a weird, if I need to see something, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way, I guess, that I don't know. It's just the way that I work. So it may not be the way that it is customarily done, but I still feel like I get the answers, okay? Because I think that that's just the case. Yeah. And again, these, something about these bulls here on the back too, and on the sides here. But we're going to see, okay? So again, these 3 kind of came out together, and then the 2 cups and the 3 of cups. And then I have these cards I'm going to share later on up here. And then we already looked at these 2 with the world card and the ace of cups. And again, like I said, it made me think about some kind of third party energy or a joining of. I just can't figure out if it's a masculine and a feminine joining to someone, or if we're talking about a masculine and a masculine joining to a feminine. You know, I can't really put, because again, this image here, this person, does kind of look like a masculine energy in the red thing. And then the other two entities look like women. And I'm getting also here, you know, she's holding something that may be grapes, right? That may be of abundance, right? Oh, what is this? Also kind of look like a pitchfork or something there. I don't know. I be listening to stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I be getting like these, right? But it seemed like this one over here on this side is maybe like even making me think about the right and left hand, right? Um, of God in a sense, right? And then this is more abundance on the floor here, right? But she got it in her hand. You know what I'm saying? She got it in her hair. She got the leaves and everything like that. She got it in her hair, in her hands, and on the ground. And she got the pumpkins and the harvest or whatever energy right here. It's kind of shaped like one of those baskets with that they show in like harvest kind of energy. But this one already has a lot of stuff like on the floor or whatever. But again, we're going to talk about something about somebody holding something and they had a scroll in their hand. Now, a lot of times when I look at these robes and stuff that people are wearing in here, you know, I see things that represent possibly scrolls or scroll energy. Okay. All right. So again, let's not dwell on it, I guess, too long. Okay, let's keep on moving. Okay, so again, the whole thing about the king is the prince of the bottomless pit, okay, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon, in the Greek Apollyon, and in English the destroyer. So again, I did something on the destroyer a while back. This is also giving me Kamala energy. But again, you know, I feel like, again, I've tapped into, you know, Shiva energy just by taking in information. And it was another one. I can't remember. But anyways, whatever. You will have to go back to that video. Okay. So it says one terror now ends, but there are two more coming. Okay. So again, there's been a lot of talk about the border and everything like this. And then when it comes to Miss Harris, and you know, I'm just wondering. Okay. Because I told y'all when I did that video, that's when I got in big trouble. And the next video I did after that, or right before that, was the video about the harvest. And then speaking again, like I always say, and I'm going to keep on saying, about the energy of the president and the VP, and also somebody in the community. And again, that's when everything opened up. That's when I opened up those gates of hell, I feel, when it comes to the social media kind of platform. And I think for the past couple of months, I've been dealing with just really seeing deeply into mainstream media. With a combative kind of like energy. Okay. So it says the sixth angel blew his trumpet and heard a voice speaking from the four horns of the golden altar. Now, hold on. The golden, because I'm thinking about the golden altar, but also the golden, okay, the altar being of, again, the idol, okay, that everybody was worshiping when Moses, you know what I'm saying, in the wilderness or whatever. Okay, it's making me think about that energy, and then also these here. Okay, I don't know. It may not mean anything, but yeah, that makes me think about that. Because again, they stand before the throne. This is on the throne. Okay. But also, all right, we have these cards that I pulled right before I did the video. And two, I think, are very relevant. And the first thing that just popped out when I did that deck again. But look at this. Right? Look at this. Okay? We got, even here, the tails, right? They had tails like what? The scorpion. Okay. Almost like, you see what I'm saying? This is giving me, and this is, I know this is the devil card, but it's giving me pan energy here. Or the, or even energy of, like, I was going to say the fiddler on the roof. The Pied Piper, is it? The Pied Piper energy? Using the lyre or some other kind of energy to lead one out. Okay? And, actually, he looked like he got a scroll or something in his hand. I mean, it's something in his hand. So we're going to get to that scripture. But again, I'm just keeping these things in mind as to why these cards came out and so on and so forth. But then again, it's like they're chained together. So this one is fruitful. It's almost like twinning kind of energy as well. They got the same horns. Ooh, before the altar. Look. And then again, we have the redness here. But, like I said before, they're chained, right? Around the neck. Now, this same energy, like I keep telling y'all, whatever we're talking about in this biblical text, let's think about it as if there is the idol energy. Let's think about twins and doppelgangers. You get what I'm saying? Because I see, I told y'all before, excuse me, when it comes to a particular masculine, right? It's very tricky for me because I see different energy. Like, even sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, you just look different. What is it? You know what I'm saying? So again, it could possibly be the same thing with me. But again, with this masculine, I mean, it's just like energy, demeanor, just be looking just so different to me. It's hard to tell. Like, even it just makes me think about like stages in your life, right? And with me, it's the same thing. Sometimes I look at pictures, I'm like, oh my God, you don't even look like that. So it's just like, I don't know. But then again, like I said, you're gonna have, again, if there's holy ones to come, know that there's always the chance that there can be an alter ego within themselves, or there can also be an alternative energy that is an idol that is going to represent that energy, right? Because again, the true ones are not going to be uplifted automatically by society. You have to have almost that Taurus energy to, or even the energy of like a bucking bronco to move yourself, or a ram or something to move yourself. And it's almost like that kind of energy to me. But again, I'm wondering if these horns could represent, again, this King of Pentacles here. Right? The two horns there. And then we have the golden crowns or horns here. Right? And they're kind of chased together. This represents something that's sweet, right? Also maybe even, fruitful. Okay? And then again, there's this fire, but almost this kind of look like a big old torch or something that he got in his hand. And the devil is the one that lit the torch on his behind. Okay? You see that? And then even behind his back, look, y'all, hold on. But even behind his back, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is going to be a long video. This is going to be a long night. Behind his back, that seemed like a red knife or something. And he's offering his hand to her. It's almost like, come with me, come to me. And he got his hand kind of like behind his back, y'all. What? Oh, look, we're going to have to look at something. I'm going to have to put y'all, hold on. I can't stop the video. I'm going to go grab something, though. I'm going to go grab something. All right? So it's almost like this devil energy is lighting this fire. And it's almost like, she's looking at him like, I don't know. Like, and he's like, man, come on. Look at the hand there. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, that made me feel some kind of way. All right. All right. But then we do have justice here that got pulled, draped in red. We got the scales there. We got the sword. Okay. But there's also, this is making me think about a curtain call because they got that curtain right here behind them. Right. So it's like how much of this is real? How much of this is real and how much of this is just somebody putting on or stalling when people should be getting held accountable and taken away. But it seemed like, again, when it comes to the system, when it comes to justice these days, it's not really being served. It's being served up to you on a platter as if it is some kind of act or skit. But you don't actually see anyone actually, besides regular people, getting in trouble for certain things that they do. When it comes to justice, nobody is getting it when the people won't even be held accountable or even, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Powers that shouldn't be. And they won't be. Because I feel like I see what is trying to be played out here. Okay? I feel like I see. It's like a whole, okay. All right, that's what it is. Okay, this is what we got. Right? What is this? 3, 6, 9, 10. Oh, the 10 is right at the top. Are these wands here? I was going to say sticks, right? But it's almost like this is an abundant. Why does make me think about the whole thing about this chastising energy, the whole thing about the King of Pentacles, right? The whole thing with the World card and her abundance finally coming in. Look, the way that I've been feeling lately, and I know people come in that, and I can see energy on people around me trying to kind of just took me there actually today. But God created good and evil. Okay? Just so we just go ahead and put that out there. It's almost like, it had me feeling like a Britney Spears energy, y'all. Okay? I'm just saying. When it comes to my spirituality, right? But I saw something what she was saying about like what her sister and all this other stuff was doing and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like spiritually, that's kind of how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like there's also other things that that I don't know about, right? The whole story about, but I've the injustice thing. So again, maybe that's why, again, the justice card is here. Okay? And maybe the reason why the 2 pentacles, okay? The King and Queen of Pentacles, right? Because I've been thinking about like this, I pulled trickery in that other deck today. Is this whole thing about these 2 energies, but is there still this? Because he got 1 pentacle too. That's just so funny that these came out like this. So it made me think like, again, and then you got this energy here, turn a 2 into a 3 energy. So what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be something where somebody is going to come in and try to, you know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about being fruitful, right? You see, and that's what I'm saying about just being of a royal or nobility. You know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure that, again, people that are around. Now I see why, again, guards slept outside of people's doors. Now I see why people try to leave certain people behind enemy lines. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're hoping some shit like that is going to happen. So yeah, it is a time for protection. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. A ravaging, torturous, raping energy. I mean, because again, we don't know when it's talking about, certain groups or whatever. We don't know who, what, when, and where, and how they got in. And so that would just be really messed up. I don't know. It'd just be really messed up if that's what these people are plotting and planning. It's almost like they just would already like for, some of us to be gone. Okay. But then again, we have the Emperor here that got pulled tonight, right? And he's draped in red, right? And then he has, what was I going to say? Well, I don't know if that's a pentacle or not. I don't know if that's one of those orbs or whatever. Okay. But I don't know. But he has rams or whatever, the 4 on his throne. But it looked like, like I said, is it going to be something like that where somebody's trying to sneak a different, because at first I was thinking that this was a Lover's card until I had to realize it wasn't. So again, is this kind of like that sneaky energy of sneaking in maybe a young buck, energy to present, because again, is somebody excuse me, maybe not, is there somebody that's a Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles? Again, that makes me think about, like I said, because I've been standing in that Emperor energy, right? Trying to guard myself, trying to cut people off, right? Trying to protect myself and, really just seek, again, guidance even from the masculine parts of my, ancestors and guides. It just so happens in this realm, I feel like some of those brotherly image, because we were just talking about the seven brothers and the woman or whatever, in Mark, and it make me feel like I said, some of them don't really want what is supposed to be happening, in people in society, right? Because again, we even have this whole thing with the whole Lucifer energy, where they got these people chained up in jail. Even we were just watching that Venom, and we talked about that last night. And while they lighting the fire under his, right? And then he maybe don't even want to, but he got to reach his hand out to this girl, okay, that has really got the abundance in her. So this will make me think about a sacrificial energy. I'll just get to it, okay? And then somebody thinks that they're going to run off with all these sticks or all these wands. You know what I'm saying? But they look like they kind of running off in shame, even crying, just really just depressed and crying and like running away, right? Just head down, just like defeated, but just dragging the hell out of them wands or them sticks, whatever they is. Okay. So again, and then does that mean that then that Emperor energy is going to come in because of what they did? And because they're going to be walking away with, this is somewhat, it's still shameful, but it still seemed like abundance, right? Okay. And like I said, I know that these cards probably mean something totally different. So I'm going to probably look at, but like I said, we're just doing visuals right now because I'm seeing the things scripted out in the word. So we're really just looking at the visuals right now. Okay. So again, justice, I feel like a wrong has been done. Justice is supposed to be being served. But again, they're trying to make sure that they have at least two masculines there. So, because again, I feel like whatever it is, they don't want the abundance that's supposed to come from the rainbow that we just seen the other day. Now, I believe this is right here going to be talked about in Revelations 9 or 10, right? So again, they don't want that type of energy with just the Empress in her masculine and feminine, in her Adam energy, her masculine and feminine energy, right? So again, we do have the Hierophant, and I don't know why the Hierophant make me think about papistry, even like a Selassie kind of energy here. All right. And then we have the other card in here. I have it in here because there's a description here that I wanted to read it with. Right? These kind of made me think about the female reproductive system here. But I don't know, this makes me think about papistry for some reason. And then somebody got these keys here. They got the keys there. Makes me wonder. So we're going to keep this out because I think this is going to be talked about. Again, it's almost like, we'll give you justice, but this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then again, it makes me think about, because I don't know why. I mean, it's like these two is like trying to be the Emperor and Empress or something. Right? And that's what I'm saying. So is it going to be where that 2 into 3, where the 2 going to be gone? And you know what I'm saying? I mean, that could represent a feminine energy too. There is a ponytail or something. The hair is long. Okay, I don't know. Right? But this king, I don't know. It just looks like it's just more abundant. Even more abundant than the queen. But I'm just wondering, like I said, do that have to do with a feminine and a masculine energy? It's just a lot. Okay? But we do see that person is parading around with these like, yeah, live it up. But guess who's sitting up in that chair after all these sticks been walked away? Something done been done, right? After the devil done lit this under the thing, they done added the young knight, Apollyon Abaddon energy to it, right? And then you have here, like I said, this robe. that's red, which making me think about this one that's red. But we also have most of the robes are red. The Hierophant is red over here, and then we got, justice. So again, could these represent something as well? Okay. Yeah, she got, white on. She's dressed in white though, y'all. And then that robe that she got on over it, because this is almost also that energy of clothed with the sun. Whew. Okay. So let's keep on reading, because I'm sure we've already been in 40 minutes, but I'm just trying to, it's not even really important that much about, yes, it is. Okay. I want the words too. Okay. So we're going to stop there. All right. And we're going to go ahead and read what it's saying. Okay. So it says, the sixth angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice speaking from the four horns of the golden altar. So no, this is it. This is it. This is it. Listen, he listening, y'all. Listen, he listening. And I don't know why. This also giving me an energy of another young woman, a reader. And something I felt I seen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like listening to something. These yeah. It's just making me think about like even listening or spying, dude. I don't know why. Okay? I don't know why. Like even today would have been like a wonderful day for people to try to spy on me in my household with all the drama that was going on, But, and anybody will try to take anything, of your personal life that ain't none of their damn business, right? And try to use it to, slander someone or whatever. Okay? So again, that's what it reminded me of, y'all. Because a lot of things about like even conversations that I've had like in my bedroom, whether it's on the phone or whatever, or family members or whatever, and they were saying that I guess that with the whole Britney thing, that somebody had tapped her sister, right, was the conservator or whatever for whatever, or she was attached to it, and they had put a tapping something underneath her bed. And it's just so funny, like I told y'all guys before, that certain people in the community, I would be minding my business or whatever, and it's people in the community saying certain things that let me know that somebody had tapped something in my house, on my phone or something. And I remember at that time that video kept coming on, like about the boyfriend that was saying, if you want to hear about your girlfriend, if she cheated on you, you can do this thing on your phone or whatever, and then hear everything about like what she's doing or whatever. So again, it was that commercial kept on coming up on my phone around that time. And then again, like I said, it's two prominent females in the community that said something that was just legit. I just said in my room, it was very unique the way I said it, and them saying it the way that I said it and what I said let me know that somebody is listening. Okay? So again, all right? So again, I feel like right now what somebody is trying to do is trying to get me back under some kind of surveilling energy so that they can still continue to have some reason why they want to have access to my personal information and things like that. Which again, anyway, the way I look at it, people have had much time to repent or turn away from their ways, and people don't do that. So, all right. So again, the best thing they can do is try to come at my image or come at my, you know what I'm saying? Come at me some kind of way. So anyways, altar that stands before the throne of God, okay? So they stand before the throne of God, saying to the sixth angel, release the four mighty demons, okay? Which make me think about Democrats, but again, demons, okay? And there's an asterisk there, so what does it mean, the demons? 40 mighty demons, literally fallen angels, okay. held bound at the great river Euphrates, which is another feminine energy I feel. And they were bound there. Why? Because was there something going on there? And now they want to release them? Are we talking about something that may be contaminated or something that they want to release and then try to defile an empress so that they can knock her off of her throne or that she won't seem so holy? Who are these people coming in here and what are they really coming here for? The 7 brothers and the sister. It makes me think about an energy. Now, we can try to put this both ways or project it anyway. Are we talking about some girl that had that story I told y'all about the Indian princess and her 7 brothers? And then how they tried to make her go and marry another of lesser or something. We're going to have to revisit the story. I'm going to have to revisit it. Let's just keep going. All right. They were held bound, right? And I wonder why they were bound at that river, the Euphrates. They had been kept in readiness for that year and month and day and hour. And now they were turned loose to kill a third of all mankind. Right? But then again, I don't know. That's not man, but it's something that's like a man. They led an army of 200 million. I mean, that's a lot. So I don't know if that's what that really means, but armed, an organized militia. Literally horsemen. Again, we talking about the horsemen at the border and some that have been knocked off of their horse and so again, this may be, again, people that's angry about the way that they've been treated when it comes to, because I think that they said this is about to be the biggest strike ever. If I think people in Hollywood go on strike, this could be talking about other people that might be feeling like they doing some kind of service or something and they not getting paid for it, but they feel like the pressure to do it, right? And it could be a lot of things, like I said, okay? But the army could represent, like I said, a militia of people that are even on the cyber side of things. We could be talking about cyber attacks. If we talking about 200, you see what I'm saying? This means somebody have been ramping up some people. Just saying, that's what it seemed like to me. Warriors, I heard the announcement of many there were, and I saw the horsemen spread out before me in a vision, and their riders were fiery red breastplates, wore the fiery red breastplates, though some were sky blue and others were yellow. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I would like to say sky blue, but I mean that would have to be a really faint grayish blue on her dress. His is red and then the other one gold. But we do see again sky blue here. There's also like kind of like something on his leg. It don't really look like the real thing, like a knight would have on, but it's kind of like a wounded warrior, something binding up his leg. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. You have the yellow here. Could that be representing some kind of antennae? Because I mean, I know they used to wear like the feathers or whatever on their head, too. I mean, this is kind of like yellow or gold here. That's on the. I just don't know. But I feel like this does have something to do with these things. Okay. Okay. We're gonna try to go through this briskly so we can come back with the second part. Okay. So again, I saw their horses spread out before me in my vision. Their riders wore fiery red breastplates, sky blue and yellow. The horses' heads looked like, much like lions, and smoke and fire and flame, sulfur billowed from the mouths, killing 1/3 of mankind. Their power of death was not only in their mouths, but in the tails as well. And their tails were similar to serpents, heads that struck and bit and with fatal wounds. Again, this makes me think about like heads of state or heads, of groups. Okay. This made me think about truth. People speaking their truth. I mean, even if it's not yours, you know what I'm saying? What somebody would call their truth. I don't know. This is making me think about something like a strike or something like I don't know why I'm getting that kind of energy. Okay. Like people about to be something, you know what I'm saying, viral in a sense. Is what it makes me think about. But the men left alive after these plagues still refused to worship God. They don't say God, Jesus Christ, Lord, nothing. It just say God. So this is the first time in a long time that we talking about somebody worshiping God. Because remember, we just told you that most of the stuff that's about God directly is in Genesis 1. And to the Lord, God stepped in Genesis 2 and took over. But it seems as though maybe a proclamation was made about what this energy was. And some people didn't like that. And again, something happened and these people still refuse. Because again, you think about that energy, like I said, when people, like, let's just talk about, because I was just thinking the other day, I know people ain't trying to Dave Chappelle me. Because of things said, you know what I'm saying? Or any other, you know what I'm saying? What they call it? Cancel culture. Because people so glad and so happy to use that until they turn around and it happens to them. They so somebody was saying about uh the Brown and Riri energy, and saying something like, good thing cancer, I think it's some on the news that they're talking about, good thing the cancer culture wasn't around then, or he would have been finished forever or something like that. I'm just thinking like, but see, I shouldn't say what I really think about stuff, but I'm just trying to figure out, since when do somebody do something or make a mistake, and I'm not standing up for any kind of behavior, never, ever, ever, but I'm just saying, people need to be careful about getting into their emotions about things, because like I said, when you start being able to pick up that pitchfork and go rendering it towards someone, think about what you have done. Because I think we were just reading in, I was just reading in Mark about which sin is the worst. You see what I'm saying? So again, to think that somebody should lose everything, yes, I mean, if somebody does something, then whatever happens with the law should happen, right, with them, right? But to think that everybody should then also lose everything, like if a man or woman in America, right, would lose everything that they have because they abuse someone, like got into a fight with someone, there would no one be working. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, like, do we have to go that far? When you find yourself going, that's radical right there to me. And this is just, this is allegedly whatever someone said. And again, it's just, like I said, I'm not condoning and I'm not saying that anybody should be doing anything to anybody, but I'm just saying we better be careful moving forward as to with this cancel culture or whatever they call it, okay? Because just because it sounds so cool and so good, it's okay until the shoe is on the other foot. When they start saying if you sneeze in the store that you're going to be going to jail, and then when you get out of jail, you're going to lose your job and your children have to go live at another house or something because you coughed in the store. You see what I'm saying? It could be something as silly as that can lead to something like that for somebody else. So I'm just saying, be careful when we take up these things and run with them. Okay, because really they only work for the people down here. The powers that shouldn't be and the other people that need to be getting cleansed off of the earth are not the ones that are normally affected by those things. Okay, because of their positions in the principalities. Okay, all right. Okay. It says, but men left alive after the plague still refuse to worship God. So it's kind of funny how like men that are left alive after the plague. So after the coronation or after the corona. It makes me think, because again, a lot of times I feel like they were trying to label it as if it is someone or something. And as soon as we get rid of this thing, instead of fixing the things we should be fixing, because this is actually something from God that happened, right? I mean, they did say the sun or the heat or whatever can singe off those germs and kill it in no time. So, does that also represent this union right here? But then does that have to come with a sacrifice? You see the thing, the blade looking thing. Only begotten son. Son is a descendant. Could be a male or female or both. All right. They will not renounce their demon worship, which makes me think about Democrats. We're talking a lot about red here, though, okay? Nor their idols made of gold and silver and brass and stone and wood, which neither see nor hear nor walk, okay? All right? See, because this energy right here makes me think about something here. Yeah. I don't know why this because again, people may see or hear and walk in the direction of man, right? But are they seeing, hearing, and walking in the presence of God? Are they listening in a way with their hearts and minds open to God? Or are they just listening and trying to regurgitate the information so that they can turn into God and then finally just take God's flow and use it, you know what I'm saying, with idols in order to do it? But they can't really, they're not tuned in to that which is original because they are the AI. And they want to make it seem like the holy ones or the real ones are the ones that are AI when they are. Yeah. That makes me think of that. Neither did they change their mind and attitude about all their murders, their witchcraft, their immorality, and their theft. And people are going to try to use these cards, and that's why we're going to prove that we're talking about these very cards, especially this one. We're going to prove right here in these next chapters, this next video, we're going to prove that these two are in this biblical text right here. So when witchcraft, I would think would be dark things or black magic or things that people would do to try to harm someone or take something from someone or, things like that. Like all of these different spells that people want to put on people. I told y'all, it just, look, these pimples, I don't get acne. So why is it going to wait until now? You know what I'm saying? People could say, change this, change that. Nah, I've been doing whatever I've been doing my whole life, and I've never had to be concerned about it. I know what's going on. Jealousy, envy, and strife. Okay? Wait a minute, what does this say? In 9:16, if the literal figure is no longer incredible in view of the world population in excess of 6 billion in the near future. In China alone, in 1961, there were an estimated 200 million armed and organized militiamen. So again, this makes me think about that whole, Associated Press release April 24 of 1964, warriors, literally horsemen. So again, this made me think about the energy that they were saying about China going in with Taiwan and all this other stuff and taking over. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know what I'm thinking, how that energy is going to, it's just a lot, like I said, because I'm thinking Asia Minor. I'm thinking about that whole Asian emperor or imperial type of energy. Definitely, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, feeling like, again, what has been put on my lap here, I feel like we're at a point where nothing else should be going on in this place until, you know, real legit people are in the positions that they need to be going into. Because I feel like it's not right for, I really feel like I'm being raped out of my power, you know, like in a sense where somebody wants you to rule or give them the answers from the distance, as if they don't need you, or they said that they do need you in a sense, right? But it's almost like I don't like that. I don't like feeling like people is doing stuff in my name in a sense. I don't like it. All right. So again, that was 11. We're going to go ahead and stop there, and then we're going to go ahead and do 10. And then I'm just going to skip over to 12. Yeah, because I think we're going to end up looking at what's going on when it comes to the high priestess, and then this here, what is it, 10 of cups possibly. All right. So I'll be right back with that video, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you like, and join us in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained. All right. Take care.